Good morning. We are here in Voyageurs National Park in northeastern Minnesota on a mid-July morning. Just here for a day trip. So this won't be anything more than a collection of small walks and viewpoints, and I think the biggest hike I might do is like 3 miles. But just here to see what there is to see and then turn around and head back to home base. This is Beaver Pond Overlook. We're now exploring Blind Ash Trail. This is the 3-miler, which should have some overviews of Blind Ash Bay and Kabetogama. I have no idea how to pronounce it. Lake, that being the big old lake to the north. That is the main piece of water between the giant peninsula that comprises most of the land of the park and this northern shoreline that is the southern border of the park. "500 islands out there. And a whole lot of bugs." These trees are all second growth, and you can tell that by how big they are. They're not big. But apparently, this is a lot more of what northern Minnesota would have looked like before it was logged. It would have been almost entirely evergreens. There would have been very little underbrush because not enough light could get through. And the forest would have felt a lot more open, even more open than this, because as the trees got bigger and matured, there would have gotten more and more space between them. Citation needed for everything I just said, of course. But I quite like this a lot more than the really densely vegetated deciduous sections. This is a very, very chonky spider right here. I do not like it. It's hairy too. Well, that was delightfully refreshing. I have a swimsuit and a towel, but they're in the car and not here. So, you know. There have been a couple of big flies this entire time. with absolutely no interest in my exposed skin, but that have instead been trying to land directly on top of my head in my hair. Maybe they're used to landing on deer or something, which are covered in fur, and so that's where they're thinking to go, but it's rather peculiar. Isn't something I've experienced in the past. This is looking straight up. Check it out, all these caterpillars. They are everywhere on these leaves. I think that's probably it for Voyageurs. Like I said, just a short day trip. Thanks for joining me.